In the other councils, so-called autonomous sustainable development councils, they are outside the government structures. They are advisory. They're professors, NGOs, and so forth, most often from academia, so researchers, scientists. And when they give advice and are watchdogs what the government is doing, the government can do what they want. So they can take the advice or not. If the council in their watchdog role criticizes the government just can cut the financing of the council, like in UK they did. So this is a tricky situation. So, but we are still dependent on the support by the government. We have decided to have 5-year mandates. The government has 4-year and the parliament 4-year mandates. The idea was that the National Commission can continue to one government to the other, and only the ministers and the parliament members change in the commission. So there's a continuity and kind of independency still. Of course, we have various outreach and reporting activities, especially the Sustainable Development Indicators. We published the first national set of Sustainable Development Indicators year 2000, Signs of Sustainability. And afterwards, we have published the indicators connected to the strategies on sustainable development. But when we studied how the Sustainable Development Indicators are known amongst the politicians and high-level administrators, it turned out that they didn't know about these indicators. The politicians are interested in some specific questions that are close to their heart. So they don't want to know the overall picture of the society, how sustainable it is. So we decided to start publishing a set of indicators in connection to the meetings of our commission. We have thematic meetings like we have now in November on forests, multiple uses or benefits from the forests. So we produce 8 indicators connected to the forestry, but on economic issues, on social issues, and on environmental issues in that theme. So it makes visible how sustainable development is connected to that theme. And this has really turned out to be quite a successful concept. So we have got very positive feedback from other countries on using the indicators. In many countries and strategy processes, you use a lot of time in developing the indicators, but most often it's waste of time, unfortunately. So we have organized seminars like on green economy, on Rio Plus 20, and so forth, and shall continue that activity. In some countries there are bigger events, like in Germany, where the National Commission is under the Federal Chancellery, Angela Merkel. They organize meetings every autumn for 1,000 people. But we are a very small country and very modest conferences. We work in the Commission on a principle of shared expertise, meaning that all the members are experts on sustainable development. not only the ministers, not only the civil servants and administrations and so forth, but everybody has a say on sustainable development and what it means. Of course, the meetings are quite short, only 2 hours at a time, but then we have other modes of activities, like I said. And in the meetings, we have the members of the Commission, but around the table. But then the Secretariat is all the members in the network secretariat follow the meetings to learn about what the members express, or how they see that theme, and how they criticize the politics, how they propose new ways to tackle that theme, like sustainable forestry management. And that is also, again, quite exceptional. The transparency and openness has turned out to be a of key importance. Then we have, when producing action programs on sustainable development for the major groups or the actors, of course, the business, it can easily produce its action program on sustainable development, but some of these major groups, like the Sami Parliament, is quite weak. So when starting to develop their action program in 1997, I was the kind of facilitator in that process. And again, when preparing the next one, 2006. And that was interesting. We traveled in Lapland in various places. Pekka Aikio was then the president of the Sami Council. So a small group in different places, and we met the reindeer herders and so forth when developing the action program. And I don't know any other action program of the indigenous people. I know that the Inuits have an action program, but I know how they produce that. So it really was not a process to produce an action program. Of course, the Sami action program, Sustainable Development Action Program, is not that powerful, but it meant a lot because the members in the Sami Parliament, when producing that action program, they had to think what sustainable development means in the Sami community. So it's also in English on our website, translated by Antti Aikio, Pekka's son. Okay, what about the lessons learned? I tried to mention the most important features of our activities. So in international benchmark studies, like I said, that our model is exceptional. We have been quite good in international benchmark studies on sustainable development. 3 times we were number 1 in environmental sustainability index benchmark study, and then afterwards in many studies in the group of the 10 leading countries. So maybe this is an expression that our model has worked quite well, but I think that's enough at this stage. Like I said, I have some brochures, and also on the product of the autonomous sustainable development councils on Rio +20 on green economy, and also on the institutional framework. That is in the net, but I have 2 copies here if you are interested. They're very fresh papers.
Thank you, Sauli, for the presentation on the Sustainable Development Commission and its work. maybe we can put those, circulate the documents so that people can take a look at them and then find them from your site probably as well if they want to print one later on.
Yeah, the other network, the European Sustainable Development Network, has a very good website. Maybe I could write there the address. There are over 60 countries. There are studies on Sustainable Development Councils and sdnetwork.eu. And for example, a study on the Finnish National Commission on Sustainable Development and UK Sustainable Development Council, comparison of these two models. If you are interested to study on this issue, that is the source of good information.
How many national commissions are there? You may have mentioned it, but
actually I don't know, but the UN Commission on Sustainable Development actually ask every year if they are still alive. But I think it varies a lot, and in the EEAC network, like I said, there's about 25 councils from 16 European countries, but these councils are not only the Sustainable Development Councils, they're environmental councils. But they, of course, touch sustainability issues. Belgium, Finland, Germany, France, Austria, Switzerland, and so forth. Those are the active countries. Belgium also on the federal level, but also they have the Flemish council. But really, in other Nordic countries, in Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Iceland has sometimes had, but really that is quite strange, because Nordic countries are the origin of sustainable development process from the very beginning.
And they don't have?
No, they have coordinating mechanisms now and then, like in Sweden in the Prime Minister's office, in Norway in the Ministry of Finance, in Denmark I don't actually know, but the Ministry of the Environment is maybe the responsible one, and also in Iceland.
Okay.